What's up, my fellow Chibits? Today I'm here to bring you an anime review on終わりのSeraph. So, this episode kind of confirms that Mika is alive, which wasn't already incredibly obvious he was still alive, thanks to that spoilers in the opening song. Thank you very much, the anime studio that's currently animating this, for spoiling the reveal of Mika still being alive. I'm so thankful for that. Anyways, thank God. I already read Volume 1, so I know that he was going to be alive to begin with, but still, it's kind of rude for anime-onlys to just be spoiled on the events of him being alive on last week's episode when we didn't even know he was alive. So it's kind of messed up how they did that, but the opening song is still pretty fucking good. It still is. Anyways, with this episode of Seraph of the End, I'm really enjoying this series. I mean, it's quite shocking. When I read the manga, as I've said for the past 2 weeks, when I read the manga, I got a lot of Attack on Titan vibes from this series. I really did. I've stated it in, the last week's review, and I stated it in the first review, First Impressions. I got a lot of Attack on Titan vibes when I first started this series in the manga. But with this anime, the way this anime is being adapted, I see similarities, but it's not as bad. Like, it's not as obvious compared to the manga. And I have to appreciate the, I guess the quality that's being put into this anime, because it just doesn't feel the same as the manga, which is good. It's following the manga. I'm gonna say it right now, it is following the manga, but the way it's being adapted into an anime, it's becoming a lot better than the manga ever was. It really is. The animation's on point, the music is on point, and the character designs and all that, the way they look in the anime, it just looks really fucking nice. So I have to give props to the studio that is animating this for actually doing a lot of good work on making this not seem like a similar series to Attack on Titan. Now, this episode of終わりのSeraph, it introduces kind of the combat system or the magic system of the series. To fight vampires, you need a cursed gear. A cursed gear is a weapon, and this is where you get the Blue Exorcist and Attack on Titan vibes from the series. You remember in my First Impressions review, I said that this series feels like Attack on Titan and Blue Exorcist crossover. It's like both series had a child, and that would be this series right here. The reason why I say that is because of the demon aspect when it comes to the weapons, especially the cursed gear that was introduced in this episode. And then on top of that, the way there's a wall around the entire city, being protected from the outside, how the main male character is kind of similar to Eren in different aspects of him wanting to get revenge and kill all vampires. So what I'm getting at is, there's a lot of similarities there and a lot of vibes you get from both of those series. And if you like Blue Exorcist and you like this, Attack on Titan, you're going to like this series. You probably will. Now, the thing I will get at, though, with this introduction of the cursed gear, we find out that there is demons in this universe, and you have to wonder, when did these demons pop up? Did it pop up when this virus struck the entire world and killed off the majority of humanity, and when all these monster human beasts appeared? Or was there always demons around since the beginning of time? That's the questions we need to wonder right now, because with this episode, these demons, these cursed gears that they make contracts with, you have to wonder, like, when did they really appear? And if they were always around, is this, like, one of the reasons why there's so many humanoid beast outside of the walls and that's destroyed humanity? Because in the episode, and from the first episode and second episode, we were told that there's beasts and demons and creatures out there that are not human, that will kill people if you walk out there, and they're not vampires either, they're just different types of beast. And I'm assuming the way the main female character described it is that the people that get possessed by demons, for instance, when you grab a cursed gear or you go into an area with demons and they possess your heart, weak heart, I'm assuming majority of the people out there beyond the wall that is like beast or whatever, I'm assuming they were once humans that were corrupted by demons. That's what I'm thinking is going on here. Now, I want to be honest, I'm Fury Crafting, I have no idea what those beasts are out there, because I've only read like Volume 1 and some of Volume 2, and I don't know the full extent of what is out there, so this is just me Fury Crafting right now. I have no fucking idea if I'm correct or not, but I'm getting at that I feel like the demons are the main reasons why there's so many beasts outside, and maybe humanity decided to figure out how to harness them and control them and use them as weapons to fight the vampires. Now, the big thing I wonder is like where the virus came from. Did the vampires make it? Because you have to assume that either the vampires made it, or maybe there was some human experimentation that was being done. Maybe humans made this virus accidentally, or maybe the demons did something. One and the other. That's my theories right there when it comes to the virus. Now, getting back on topic when it comes to the introduction of this power, it's nothing I could say original that is something I haven't seen before when it comes to this cursed gear, how it can only be used to take down vampires. It's nothing original, but it's enjoyable. I mean, this series, I have to admit, it's slightly cliche or generic in some aspects when it comes to shonen, but it is a generic that is so interesting, like where you're interested and want to know where it's going to go. Like, it's so generic in some aspects that you are enjoying the series. Like, it's so fucking enjoyable. And I feel like that's why I'm continuing to watch this series. Guys, I am having fun watching the series. It's very fun to actually watch, and I'm having a lot more fun watching the series I did actually reading it, which is a plus right there. And so, to see how this episode was handled with the introduction of the powers, to the introduction of how, you know, the cursed gear works, and then how our main male character's taking steps to progress as a character and get stronger, I'm enjoying it. I really am. And there's not much more I could say when it comes to this episode. It's just a lot of introductions and setups and, you know, I guess, characterization for the characters and stuff like that. That's what happened. Also, you know, Mika is alive at the end of the episode, which... yeah, and then also the vampire dude is alive, which was already fucking spoiled from the opening song. So, I mean, really, should I be shocked? Should I be like, holy shit, that's fucking Chuck, he's fucking alive? You know, I can't. I'm sorry. I mean, even if I didn't read the manga, I wouldn't be say like, oh my god, Mika's alive because the opening song fucking spoiled it. Of course, I'm going to watch the opening song to a new damn series, and to see how the opening song just did that, I'm like, you really, bro? Really? You're just spoiling that shit? So, yeah. Tell me your thoughts. How do you feel about this episode? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? And this is the third episode, so this will determine either if you will drop or watch this series. Majority of people, when they watch an anime, they'll drop an episode on the third episode if it doesn't turn out to the way they like it. And so I wonder, how many of you are going to continue watching the series? How many of you are going to drop it? Let me know in the comments below. I'm definitely going to continue on with the series, because I'm enjoying it. It's pretty fun. So tell me your thoughts. I love you all so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.